Sky Studios present Soulbound.
So, what do we tell them?
What do you mean? What do we tell them? We tell them the truth, obviously.
No, we can't do that.
Why not?
You see how they treat Warden and Buttons. D-Bug might have really hurt our odds, and I don't want him to wind up being treated the same way.
We could all take the blame?
That wouldn't be fair, especially not to Evelyn. Poor girl's anxious enough as it is.
Fair. We could tell them half-truths. Say the council is deliberating. They are, technically.
That could work, but if 2 looks into it at all.
I think 2 would agree with us that it's for the greater good that no one knows the details of what happened at the hearing. We need to keep everyone's spirits high.
Okay, so what are we gonna tell Leto?
We don't have to tell him anything.
But we do. He is going to press us on it.
Well, we can't let him know he was right.
He wasn't right.
They weren't exactly receptive to us.
That's not what he meant.
It's pretty much what he meant. That the world isn't ready for us.
Hey, some of them were on our side too.
Yeah. The ones that knew us. We have, maybe Dr. Jiang, maybe Am, maybe one of the Counselors of Madness, but let's face it, it's just to piss off the other Counselor of Madness. That's 3 of the 16 Counselors. Definitely a majority. Good math there, Kalaya.
Well, what do you want me to say? Oh, sorry, Prim. I'm so excited to go back to Last Stand again. The last 700 years were so wonderful and interesting, and I'm just so thrilled that I get to rest away on a distant planet for the rest of eternity because there's a chance people don't like me. I can't wait to go home and make spare parts and trains and buildings and shit forever.
We thought you liked building.
Not for that fucking long. No one likes a hobby for that long.
Why not try a new hobby?
Because at some point, maybe not immediately, maybe in another 700 years, I'm going to get bored of that one too. So I'll pick a new hobby, and I'll enjoy it for a while before the charm fades. And I'll keep doing it until I've had every hobby under the sun. And maybe it'll take thousands of years for me to get bored of them all, but one day, I will get bored out of my fucking mind. And you know what changes? You know what's changing constantly? Other people, other places. We've had new people join Last Stand very, very rarely. Maybe 1 every 100 years. But we could be meeting so many more people and go to so many new places that are changing and evolving. But we can't when we're always stuck on an uninhabitable desert planet. I'm so tired, Prim. I'm really, really tired. And I want to go home. The Last Stand is starting to feel more like a cage than anything comforting.
Listen, everything sucks right now, but you don't have to stay if you don't want to, Kaleida. You can train someone to replace you. I bet Noel would be willing to learn if no one else. And you can leave. You can travel the universe, and it'll be dangerous. People might not treat you well, but you'll be free to explore, talk to people, and pick up whatever hobbies you want whenever you want.
I'm not going to leave.
Why not? It solves all the problems you got. It solves everything, really.
Reason number 1, you sarcastic ass. It isn't safe. I can defend myself, but that'll get exhausting after a while. But also, I still care about you all. And you all, no offense, but you all aren't the most capable individuals. I mean, I followed D-Bug all the way back to Last Stand before anyone noticed. It was easy to find you guys. And without me there to help defend you all, I'm afraid that if I ever wanted to come back and visit, there'd be nothing left to find.
You could bring us all with you.
No. Leto would never allow that. Not to mention, 2 can't exactly travel anymore. We'd have to set up a new lab for buttons, and then there's your greenhouse.
All of which is movable with enough planning. But yes, it would take a lot of convincing.
What if we didn't bring Leto? What if we just left him behind?
I still think he's worth saving. He's stuck in his ways, but he has good reason to be.
He refuses to be saved. That's the problem. I can't help him if he refuses to be helped.
Have you considered kidnapping him?
I'm sorry, what?
You did it to Scraps.
Warden was a threat.
Leto is a liability.
I'm not gonna kidnap Leto.
Suit yourself. Maybe he'll change his mind when 2 becomes inoperable. Until then, I'm sorry you feel trapped. Maybe the report of the deck sent us can sway things in our direction.
Shit. I forgot that was happening.
Yep. And we got a new arrival.
Already? Didn't Cal get here like a month ago?
If by a month ago you mean years ago, sure.
Remind me to get my internal clock checked. Alright, well, at the very least, that should be distracting enough to give us some cover. Maybe we can avoid answering their questions for a while.
We are going to have to tell them the truth eventually.
Yeah. But I don't think any of us are ready for that yet.
Yeah. But we'll have to be soon.
Debug.
Go away.
Debug. You need to come out of the cargo bay.
No.
Hiding isn't gonna do you any good.
Yes, it is. If I hide, I get to ignore my problems for just a wee bit longer.
We don't hate you, Debug. Do you hate him, Snowball?
See? He hates me!
He doesn't hate you. He was agreeing with me that he doesn't hate you. Come out of the cargo bay.
You can drag me out of here when my joints are all rusted up.
We'll be back home before that happens. Debug, just... Debug, what do you need right now?
I fucked it up for everyone, Ev. Not just us on Last Stand. All of them. Any Awoken that wakes up. We're all going to have to wait for a whole new council to come in just for them to consider us again. I need you to leave. You did everything perfectly. You played your part and you said your stories and they fell for it. Hook, line and sinker. You did it so well, F. And then I mess it up. You were so worried about it. And then I go in and screw it all up after everything had gone your way. I'm so sorry.
Debug, buddy, we don't know that. We know the council is still debating, and Kaleida might have killed someone, which would prove the law anyways, and...
Stop, Ev. I know that. I know that there's hope. I know that we have a chance. I know all of these things. But what I don't know is how you're all handling this so well. I don't know how you're all feeling. You're all just walking on eggshells around me, and I can't tell if that's because you're mad at me, or because you're scared, or what. It's driving me fucking mad.
Well, Prim is... I think they're all compartmentalizing everything. Aunt V seems to be focusing on planning for the future, and I think Ellie is on edge, but when I talked to Lady a little while ago, I don't think she knew what had happened. And Kaleida seems... she's hiding it pretty well, but Snowball keeps wandering up to her. I think she's upset with herself. I think she blames herself, honestly. And it's really...
What about you?
I wasn't finished
What
with...
about you, Ev? Are you upset?
Yeah, I'm upset. We're all upset. We have to tell the others about what happened, and it's going to reflect back badly on all of us. But I'm not upset at you if that...
I need you to be honest with me.
I don't want to hurt you, but I am upset. I worked really hard to get everything right, and I worried about it for months, and my trial went great before things went wrong, and I was really proud of myself for actually standing up for myself and others. Then shit happened. We had to run, and I was honestly a little mad, but that anger and that frustration that I'm feeling right now, it's nothing compared to how scared I am for our future. And no one's future more than you and Kaleida's. I am upset, partly with you, but I'm not gonna take it out on you. Will you come out of the cargo bay now? Hi.
Hi. Are we okay?
Yeah, we're okay. Do you want a hug?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're upset.
You have nothing to apologize for. We knew the risks going into it. I'm just glad we got out alright.
Okay.
I hate to put you back on the job, but Kaleida is a horrible driver. Please take back over.
She better not have adjusted my seat settings. She always moves the chair a bit too far back.
Oh, I bet she has. And she's probably spilled oil all over it and sprayed it pink.
Damn. Time to throw the whole ship away then.
Oh man, I like this one. It had such a nice color scheme.
Yeah, but hot pink isn't quite my style.
I don't know. I think you could pull it off.
Yeah, in your dreams maybe.
Nah, in my dreams you just look like you.
Oh, that's nice. In my dreams, Snowball keeps stealing my arms.
You'd never do that. Right, bud? Maybe hide your spare arms.
Aye, roger that. Do you think you could ask Prim and Kaleida to leave the cockpit? I really don't want to talk to anyone else right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, get out of the cockpit. Debug is taking back over.
Oh, what? I was having fun driving.
Yeah, I could tell by the swerving. If I had a stomach, it would be emptied all over the passenger bay.
Damn. Sorry, Elle. Guess we won't be doing all those loop-de-loops.
Aw, man. Well, they might have hurt our flowers, so maybe it's for the best. Come on, let's go.
Good luck, Debug. We're about to go through an asteroid field.
Luck has never really been on my side, but I've compensated with skill. Thank you, though. And brace yourselves. I don't think we're gonna have such smooth sailing for this trip.
Today's episode featured the voices of Lily Kim as Kaleida, Gracie Armour as the Primrose System, a mysterious fourth party as Evelyn, and Jurelia Ayer Batista Chavez as Debug, and Augustus Jaws Jeski as Snowball. This episode was written, edited, and produced by Olivia Jeski, who also made our theme music and cover art. Follow us for updates on Instagram and Blue Sky at the Soulbound Series, or email us at thesoulboundseries@gmail.com. A quick note before we wrap this episode up. You may have noticed we've published on Thursday instead of our usual Wednesdays. A new college term has started up again, and with that, we've had to shift our timeline around again. We'll now be posting every other week on Thursdays. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause, and for the lack of update beforehand, but regardless, thank you for listening. you.